got from the city of Watertown and also Codington County. Let's start maybe over here. We've got with us Troy VanDusen. Good morning. You are the, you are the 911 communications manager.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, very good. And then we've also got next to you, we've got Angie Schafer. You're the assistant manager to Troy, right?
Yes, good morning.
Okay, good morning. Thank you. And then we also have Kelli Fritz. You're the City of Watertown Public Information Officer.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, very good. Thank you for joining us. Good morning. And then from the county, Codington County Emergency Management Director, right? Andrew Delgado.
Yep, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. So I don't know who wants to kick us off here. Is it the Public Information Officer? Do you want to give us some public information on CodeRED?
I sure can.
And start us off a little bit.
CodeRED is our new notification platform. It's for timely notification in emergencies. And so, do you want to talk more about that, Troy?
Yeah, I sure can. So here about a year ago when we had the severe weather that moved through, we realized quickly that we didn't have a notification platform in place to be able to do a mass community notification. And so knowing that, we came up with the solution. We began looking at different platforms, and CodeRED was one that we took a look at. CodeRED has been around for a long time, and they have a proven track record of being able to send out those notifications effectively and efficiently, and so we the city allowed us to budget for that and the 911 center, and we began developing the program or implementing it back in January. And so now we're able to push out as many notifications as we need to in a short amount of time. And those notifications can be emergency notifications, or they can be just general notifications. The 911 center will push out the emergency notifications in the event we have a tornado warning or a severe thunderstorm warning or something like that. Those alerts will either come from the National Weather Service or our 911 center. There's also a general alert that Kelli can talk about. So when folks sign up, they can select different categories to sign up for. But this is going to be a game changer for us in Codington County. We hope that we will be able to push this out to the other 5 counties that we service in our area, to include Grant, Clark, Dual, Hamlin, and Day counties. I think that's all of them, right?
Yes.
So in addition to Codington County, but we're really wanting to get Codington County up and going first before we pushed it out to the other counties.
Very good. And I want to mention too, as you're taking a look at the screen, you'll see that there is a QR code on there. You can scan that too, and you'll be able to click on the CodeRED and register, at least for that. But Kelli, if you want to kind of take it away and tell us a little bit more.
So this is a great transition because we talked a little bit about the website there with that QR code. So go to watertownalerts.com, and when you go there, you're going to learn about our 2 notification platforms if you scan that QR code. And it will talk about Notify Me. And so that is more like a PSA general information platform that we've been using. And we also have the CodeRED. And so the subscription part of CodeRED is utilities. The information that utilities will be sending out is just non-emergency utility updates, like planned maintenance, billing delays, hydrant flushing, anything like that. We are also going to do snow removal, a category for that there. And so get signed up for that. Notifications for snow removal will be set citywide, even though we can geo-target through this platform. And there's also a general category for City of Watertown news. And then, like Troy said, severe weather warnings.
Those are
important.
important.
And so get on there and you can actually read about the categories when you're signing up. So there's a little black circle on the right side of the where you sign up at.
Okay. And so you talk a little bit about the severe weather. Is that maybe a little where, Andrew, is that where you come in? Do you handle some severe weather from time to time?
On occasion.
Yeah. And so once you kind of get into a situation, then do you trigger and work with Troy, I suppose, to kind of
Yeah, the communication center works very closely with emergency management during severe weather incidents. Usually I'm trying to get information from the weather spotters and, relaying that back to the communication center. As far as, when like a determination on outdoor warning sirens, whether or not they're going to be set off. I mean, that can certainly come from uh, input that we're getting from people on the ground through our weather spotters, or it can come from the National Weather Service. Really, what this platform allows us to do. So there's a couple different aspects to it. So one, you can set up or sign up for the severe weather warnings, like on the like as one of the things that you select, and really there's certain points in the county which are largely centered around population centers. So if you're closest to Henry, and you input your data there, and they see that okay, closest to Henry. So if a severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning gets pushed out for the town of Henry, then you'll get it notified through CodeRED, which may can't come before other types of warnings that you would get. So, I mean, really, we're just trying to make this as layered as possible, so we don't have single points of failure where you should get. I mean, it's absolutely a life-threatening situation, and we just want to make sure that everybody, or we have as many ways to get that information to the people as possible.
Mm-hmm. So if you have something that's in a certain area, then you can kind of select just that area specifics if you need to evacuate something. If there is a gas leak or whatever, a tornado or something, then you could do that specific area.
Absolutely.
Like that.
Yep. Yes.
And
Okay.
one thing that we want to encourage is when we give the QR code or the place to go to sign up for this, it's going to ask you for your address. We don't care what your address is, but you have to put an address down so that you get those alerts for that particular area. Where that comes into play is like Andrew just said with the severe weather alert. So anytime there's a warning, that warning will trigger an alert for that area of the county. So if you live in Henry, for example, and there's a tornado warning in Wallace um, or South Shore, you're not going to receive the tornado warning because we don't need to bother you if you're in Henry with the tornado warning in South Shore. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So we've been able to geotag that. So through this program, that's why it's important to have your address. And for the city of Watertown folks, please put your address down when you register, because that's how we're able to select different areas of town for different alerts. If you just put Watertown in there, there's a good chance you're not going to get the alert, or you may get every alert that comes out because the system is not going to be, able to pinpoint your exact location
Mm-hmm.
for those non-emergency alerts. So please include your home address.
And it's important to for people to register because you do have like the emergency alert if there's a life-threatening emergency, if you will. You can notify people, but if there is a non-emergency, only those registered will receive that alert, right?
Yeah, that's right. So part of the program is that we have the 911 database that is part of when the city of Watertown purchased this program, they also purchased the database for all the 911 numbers that are in Codington County. Okay, so all those numbers are transferred into this program. So even if you don't sign up, if you have a landline phone, or in some cases even mobile phones are in the system, but not all of them, and that's why we need people to still go on and register to ensure that their name and number is in the system. Because we don't know, we're not able to see that 911 data. So all we're able to do is we're able to select the Codington County, and I can tell you that there's 21,000 people that are going to get a phone call or get notified if we send out an emergency alert, because it's pulling from those numbers that are in that existing database. But by going on and registering your phone number and your address and the type of method that you want to be notified, if it's text, or if it's a phone call to your phone or email, however you want to be notified. And you can sign up for all three of those ways, and that's what I recommend you do. because in the middle of the night, if there's a tornado warning like what we had last year, you may get a text message, but if your phone's on silent or your text doesn't wake you up, a phone call probably will. And so we just encourage people to sign up for all three methods if possible, ways of notification, and be sure and put your address in. Angie?
Yeah, if I could just add, if you find that you go in and sign up for a bunch of things and then find that you don't want to be signed up for something, you can always go back and take that back out, or you can go back and add it back in. But I really encourage everyone to just go in, figure out what you want, and don't be worried about anything that says Codington. If you're in those separate areas, Henry, South Shore, Wallace, wherever you're at, on the back end, it will pick up that address. So just make sure you put in your home address. It'll also ask you for your work address. Fill in that information. It's all protected. We don't have, that's not being sold anywhere. It's not going anywhere. It's simply in our system to be able to alert you when you need to be alerted.
And also, I think it's important to say you will get a call if you sign up for calls. That'll only be for an emergency situation. If you get a subscription, you're going to get a text or an email, but you won't get a phone call. So if, you get that emergency call, always answer. The number?
Yeah, so we do have the number. I'm not sure where it's at.
Is it the 206-536-3695?
Yeah, and so when you get a phone call, iPhones in particular, and I don't know about Androids because I have an iPhone, my phone likes to block numbers that it indicates are spam. And so if you get that number, there is a chance that number could be blocked on your phone and you might not receive the phone call. But if you see that number, it's going to be a Washington State number, 206-536-3695. Put that in your phone book so that your phone recognizes it and you'll continue to get those CodeRED calls. It's an automated call. We're not calling people. It's an automated call. And whatever the message is that we put into the system is what the call is going to say.
Mm-hmm. And people they can sign up too by going to watertownalerts.com, or you can text Watertown to 36475. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
36475. Yeah.
36475.
Okay. And Kelli, you had mentioned too about like non-emergencies. So like if there's garbage, is that kind of what you're talking about with things like that?
Yeah. I'm so happy you brought that up because I forgot to mention that category.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the coolest categories, I think, is the city services. So any service disruption, closure, trash, recycling, schedule change, things like that, you can be notified of that.
All right.
As well.
And so you'd want to be registered for that because it's not technically an emergency, so we can't send it to you, but if you're registered, you'll get it.
If you register, you will get it.
Yeah.
Yep, that'd be great if people did that.
Yeah, fantastic. And we want to know if your garbage is going to get picked up or not, so it's a big deal.
And if they, last year, there was an instance where they had to pull the trucks out early, and it left a ton of people confused. We can geo-target that area if something like that happens, where a route isn't finished, and we can send out a notification that way.
Mm-hmm. That's a very technical term, so I know you know what you're doing. Good job. All right, so we're talking City of Watertown. Register for CodeRED, the emergency alert system, also non-emergency alert system, but you can go to watertownalert.com, right?
Watertown Alerts.
Yeah, alerts.
With an S.
With an S, watertownalerts.com.
Or text Watertown to 36475.
I like that.
36475. Watertown.
Very good. What else do we want to cover? Anything else?
Yeah, it's been a great morning so far. This is the day that we're rolling out the program. So please, if you see this on a Facebook post or your page, please share this so that we can get the message out. This is our way of trying to bring our community together so that we can notify as many people in the event of an emergency that we can, or a non-emergency. So it's just a good way for us to share information amongst the community and the county. So, Andrew, do you want to talk a little bit about what the county general alerts would include for people that want to sign up?
Yeah, and I mean, as we've kind of rolled this out, I mean, there's been different discussions on what might be included in there. But I mean, I do want to emphasize that it's not just for city of Watertown citizens, but also outlying communities or rural areas within the county as well. We don't know fully what we'll use it for, but I mean, like as you sign up, if there are important notifications, I mean, it just allows our dispatch center to be able to notify, significantly more people far more efficiently. Like if a situation arises that calls for that, especially if it's a non-emergency. And then I don't know. I mean, there's been some discussion on. Go ahead.
Well, I can see a use out in the county would be like if we have flooding where a township road is washed out and we have to, the township wants to close the road, or if we have, lowland flooding or something like that. I keep going back to flooding in the county because we know from previous years that's happened up north in the watershed. And so those are different things that Andrew and his team will be able to send out alerts to, or we'll be able to send them out if we get a report of a road closure.
Yeah.
And I mean, we'll still have Nixle and use it as we have been largely. So I mean, that's not going away or changing, but this is just another tool that we can use to try to get timely information out to the people who need it.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, because county, that'd be very good for a lot of the rural roads with snow and the ice, and a lot of times that stuff does come out of nowhere, or the load limits, even things like that too. So I think there could be a lot of uses. So the county is heavily involved. So thanks for bringing that up too. Not just the city of Watertown, but Codington County, and make sure you register for that. So if you're in Codington County, or I mean anywhere really, right? Because Hamlin, anywhere. Kind of any of those 6 counties, right?
Anybody can go in and sign up. It doesn't matter what county you live in. The plan is to eventually put this application in your county if you are serviced by the Watertown 911 Center. So if we do your 911 dispatching, we are looking at putting this in your county eventually. We just wanted to roll it out for Codington first so we can figure out all the bugs and get everything worked out before we roll it out to those other counties.
Sure.
Just a quick note that you do not need to download any app to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's a big thing. People don't want to add another app to their phones. No app. Just go in, register, sign on, and we'll take care of the rest.
Very good.
And it's super simple to sign up. If you have any problems at all, give City Hall a call, City of Watertown. We would be happy to help. So
very good. Just ask for Kelli, and she'll walk you right through it.
Yes.
So
as of this morning, I think we have, how many people did we have sign up?
We already had 75.
75 people as of this morning, and we just rolled it out this morning. So, we're looking at building up that database as quickly as possible. Man, wouldn't it be cool if we got 21,000 people to sign up? Then we'd notify everybody.
Maybe by the end of the hour.
Anyway, we would love that, and we'd like to see that number into the several hundreds. And we think it's going to pick up and build momentum as time goes on. But get on and sign up. But again, please include your address and your method of notification. Don't get frustrated if you're having problems with the mobile app, because when you go to put in your address, it's kind of goofy on a phone. Like the cell phone, you have to use 2 fingers to move the map. When it asks for your address when you sign up, you're in Kenya. For some reason, the map defaults to Kenya. I don't know why, but use your 2 fingers, get over to the United States on the phone, type in your address, and it will find your address in there. Select that, and then you shouldn't have any problems. But address and ways of notification are the 2 big things that I would just ask you. Please be patient when you're signing up. Do that correctly, because that's the most critical information.
And you can type your address then correct by hitting the drop down on the left side.
Yeah, there's a search bar up there, so you can type your address in that way.
I found it's a lot faster to do that. So
great.
Very good. Good teamwork, you guys. Wow. All right. Anything else CodeRED related you guys need to drop?
Just, I guess I'm the one doing all the talking here, but
good.
I'll just say that I'm very proud of this team, and I'm proud that the city and the county are working together on this to launch this. this has been something that we have been missing out on in our area for quite some time, and I'm glad that this team has all come together. We meet once or twice a week since January, putting this together, and it's finally become a reality. So thank you.
Awesome. Any closing words from any of you three?
I'm gonna be sad when our meetings are over. We have to like get together and have donuts or something.
Very good. Well, we just encourage people then to go and sign up at watertownalerts.com. Otherwise, we'll make sure all the information is posted up with the video after we're done being live. And you can scan this QR code, click on the code red, and that'll register you as well. Gosh, we good? You guys
we're
good?
good. And
I think-
thanks
I
to
think
you
we're good.
guys for getting us on here this
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Doreen. Rockstar. All right. Okay. Well, I guess that'll do it for